Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 18 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to finalize our design. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create sheets so that I can show you how to create PDF out of this, how to set up all the floor plans in the sheet and those kind of stuff. So now what we can do is we need to go to our level 1 first. In here, what we could do is we could set up adding all of our tags. So room, we have room here, and we're going to add rooms all throughout. So first, because we don't have actually some rooms like this one, we have a laundry room right here, but as you can see, there's no separation here. So we have our carport right here that we could add. That's fine. And then here we could add this. And then we have our entrance right here. We also have our right there, our powder room. And now the way we're gonna do this is we just need to click here, and then we have a room separation under architecture. So here we need to separate right here, and then we could just put this one as entrance, and then we could separate here, and this one is our living area or our family room, and then we have our living area right here that we could just separate first. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it right there. It needs to connect to the wall. And this one, what we could do is we could add something like this, and then here our room separator, we could separate this one. Maybe what we could do is we could just separate it from this wall. There we go. And then we could just actually delete this and delete that. What we can do is right there, CS, and separate it there. So now if we add rooms, as you can see, it's doable now. We can separate everything, and as you can see, each room we're separating. Not technically a room, but we will be able to designate the room names on those. So now this will be carport. Let's make it all cap. Carport right there. This will be our entrance that comes with the stairs and everything. This will be our powder room, PW or PR instead. And then this will be laundry. And then this will be family. Because we don't need to show them. And then this will be living, our dining, and we have our kitchen. And as you can see, we can also put our backyard here. So we have backyard. And then after that, let's go to our level 2, and we could add our rooms right here. So you just need to keep on, you can put this one as corridor, another room, This is its ensuite. This is walk-in closet, and then this will be the masters and its own washroom. So this will be corridor. This will be our masters. And then we have walk-in closet, W dot in closet. And then this will be our ensuite. This will be room number 1, bedroom 1, and then bedroom 2, and then we have our common washroom, bathroom. Or shared, we could put shared instead. That's good enough. And as you can see, that's how easy it is to add in tags and how to room separate them. So now after that, we are ready to create our sheets. So what you need to do is go to our project browser, right click on this new sheet, and we have a 0 metric. It's already loaded. If you need different ones, you need to just click on load, and we have different title blocks right here and different sheet sizes. So it's up to you to choose. I'm just gonna use a 0 metric and just press OK. It will create A101. So that's our first. So if you change this to maybe A001, Revit is actually going to notice that, and it will again copy the sequencing that you want. For now, I'm gonna add in around 5 or 6 of this. And then here, of course, the first one, you could change the naming here. So here, owner is ACD, that's Archcore Design, and then project name is house, and you can change the name, or here we put cover sheet. You can change the date, issue date, author, and checker right here. But those kind of stuff right here is the one that will be recognized on all of them. Only the one that are unnamed is the one that you need to go here and change. So here you can change that by double clicking here and changing it right here, and also you can double click it here. So once you have that, you can change this here. This will be first floor, and then you could go right here again. Let's try and change it, second floor, and then here you can go elevation, and then elevation again, and then you can create some section if you want to. So now in cover sheet, so double click on that, we need to go to our ground floor first and create a screenshot. So here, what we could do is go to default 3D view, drop down camera, and we're going to snapshot this image. So here, this is the first stage of creating an image, and from there you'll be able to create a rendering. So here I'm just snapshotting this. We could change the, so you could put hidden or whatever you want. I'm just gonna leave it like that, but I'm gonna change the graphics. I'm gonna put in some shadow, sketchy line, enable it. I'm gonna put jitters so that it looks like it's being drawn. Background, I'm gonna put gradient and click apply. And as you can see, it looks really good. If you change or if you delete the shadow, it will look nice as well. As you can see, it looks like it's being drawn, but it's up to you. Maybe you should just show the ambient and it will have that effect like that. So now, once you have done that, you will have something that looks like here. This will be the number one. You could go to view and then click render, and let's just render something fast. So this one, let's leave it like that. A few clouds, and then click on render, and setting is draft. This will render it fairly quickly, and once it renders, what will happen is it will create, or you can adjust the images right here if you want to. So you can make it brighter if you want. Click apply and it will change it right here. And then now you just need to save it to your project, and it will create a rendering section right here. So now it will have rendering there. And then click close, and then you just need to go to your cover sheet again. And what you need to do is go to your rendering, and you could just drag and drop here. Remove the title, so no title, and then you can double click now. Because it's an image that you created, you'll be able to expand it to whatever size you want. If it's an image, so if you just click on an image, this is something that you cannot expand. You can expand this, but you cannot expand the size. So that's the difference of both. So now you have this. We need to create like a schedule. We need to create a sheet list. So here I want to add the sheet number first. So I'm gonna drop it there, and then the sheet name. That's the only two that I want to add. I'm going to create that first. So once that's created, let's go back to cover sheet and just open this and just drag it right here. As you can see, we have a gap here that we don't want. So let's fix this. So I'm gonna select, and then we could double click on that. I don't want the gap, so what you need to do is to go to appearance and then uncheck this one. So once you uncheck that, it will remove that one, the gap there. Go back to appearance, and then we need to change the text title will be this one. So let's make it really big. And then again, header would be right here. So let's change that to maybe 6, and then let's make it 4 for the body. And then once you go back here, as you can see, this one is fairly big. You can expand it again if you want to, so that everything looks really good. And you have that. You can even change this to drawing sheet if you want to, but it's up to you to decide. So whatever If you delete one of here, it will automatically delete the sheet here. So it's real time. It will edit itself. So anything you change on the sheet, even the sheet number, it will change it here. So now let's go to first floor. And one thing that I want to do is um, we need to check if the scale is good enough. So what I want to do is I'm just going to put level 1 right here, and as you can see, this is very small. I want to change the scale, so let's delete that first, go back here, and let's change the scale to 50. Go back to first floor, try it again, and at least this one is good enough. This is perfect size, but we need to remove or to crop this view. So the way we're gonna do it is we're gonna delete it first, go back to level 1, and then here we change this to 1:50 already. Go back to properties and check all of this first. After that, as you can see, you'll be able to grab this. This is the crop region, crop view, and then you'll be able to crop this, and then after that uncheck this, click apply. Sorry, not this one, the one in the middle, and as you can see, it will create that one. So now once you go back here and drag this one, you'll be able to just add it there, but we still need to crop a lot here. Let's crop it more, especially the one at the top. For example, if you crop this one, it will still going to be visible. So even if you maximize the cropping, those grid line will still appear. Yeah, it will adjust itself. Now we need to do this and then just grab it and leave it like that. So if you notice, we want first floor for the name here, but it's saying level 1. If you don't want to change this to first floor, the naming convention on here, what you need to do is you can just go right here, select that, and instead of changing the view name, you can change it to the title sheet only, so it will change only here. So I'm gonna put first floor right here, select that, and then click apply. Now it will change right there, and then here I'm gonna select the view before I drag this one out. If you want to move it, press escape, select that, and then move it afterwards. So there is a sequence on how to do this. Sometimes you cannot just move it because it will move itself. So here you need to select it first and then select it afterwards. If you just move it, it will move itself, but sometimes if you move something, it will move everything all together. So now just select there if you want to just move this title line. So now let's go to level 2 before doing anything else. Change the scale. Once you change the scale, as you can see, it will change uh, the room text as well. So it matters actually when you have it, because it will basically change everything else. And then once you're here, check everything, crop it first. We don't need this side right here. So as you can see, I'm able to just crop it like that, and all the grid bubble is still showing. Go back to second floor and then drop level 2, and it's still calling itself level 2. So now select here, and I want to remove the crop region and then select the naming here, second floor, click apply. Select it here first and then click apply. And then here, select that to change the, and then press escape. And then here, select that to move here. So we have the second floor here. Now in elevation, similar to the floor explorer, we don't know the scaling that we're gonna use yet. So why not add the one right here? So as you can see, this is good enough. I think what we have here is, but it's actually very small if you think it. So why not try and change it to 1:50 just to make it bigger. So once we make it bigger, the only thing that we need to do is crop it properly. So we need to go right here. So east elevation, we change the scale to 1:50, crop it as well, similar to the first floor, and crop it to the way that we're just showing the necessary stuff. This one is quite boring, so what we can do is change it to 5, change it to hidden, and change the graphics. What we could do is we could change this to gradient and maybe make it shaded. So show ambient. I think that's good enough right there. Change this one to 1:50 as well. Crop it. And then crop it properly like this. And then make it fine, and then change this to background gradient, and then the shadow ambient. And then let's do it on all of them so that we could just drag and drop afterwards. Everything is easy and everything is prepared already just for the drag and drop. Click it to fine, hidden, and then change this background. And then click apply. And then last of them, click right here on all, click apply, change it to 1:50, click fine, crop it nicely, and then change the background. Apply, okay. And then now let's just go to our elevations. We have east right here, and then north, and then go to the second one, south, and then west. Everything looks good, and we just need to go to section. We have section 1 right here. If we check our level 1, we have section right here. What we could do is we could go to section under the stairs, so that looks really good. And then here we have another one. Let's section it to the stairs as well, but on this side. Expand it and then expand the view range. So now, before we put the section, let's go right here and expand them. As you can see, we can even put the pool and maximize this. Change the scale, change it to fine, go to hidden, and then change the graphic display to the same thing so that everything is consistent. And then section 2 as well, fix it a bit, make sure everything is showing properly, change it to scale, fine, hidden, and then graphic display, background to gradient, shadow to show inbuilt shadow. This one is good, and let's just add the section 1 and section 2 right here. So now that everything is done, what we can do now is let's create. So we're going to click on print. So what we need to do is we need to select the views, and then once you do, it will change it to create separate. We don't want to create separate, we want to combine all the PDF, so we need to put it back right there. I want you to notice that because that's something that will change in an instant. And here we uncheck the views and we only have the sheets checked. Check all because we want to print everything. What you need to do as well is you can save this so that you have something that you could just change here, and then you will have the full set already ready. For some drawings, you will have a lot here, so having this preset already is a big deal. So now press OK and then OK again. So now it will print itself, and we just need to wait for the result. And as you can see, we have the result right here. I'm going to put it in my desktop first, and then after that I'm gonna double click it here, and as you can see, this is our first page, second page, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So we're gonna stop here for now and continue in the next video. Thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.